Hey guys, welcome back to Clubhouse Kids. It's that time of year. I'm going to be sharing with you what curriculum I have chosen for the 2020-2021 school year. My kids actually start school next week, so we do year-round schooling, and so I have been preparing all of their curriculum for this upcoming school year. I'm excited to show you what choices I have made. So I will be homeschooling 5 kids this school year. I have a 10th grader, an 8th grader, a 6th grader, a 4th grader, and a 3rd grader. So today's video I will be sharing what I will be using for my 3rd grade daughter. And so if you are interested in what curriculum we're going to be using, stick around. Okay, so I have her lesson plans here. I have shown these in other videos as well. I like to prep everything in the summer. So these lesson plans go through our entire school year. So our first day of school will be June 15th, and then we are planning to be done with school the week of May 10th. And so that gives us a total of 39 weeks of school, but every week is not 5 days. So some of our weeks are about 4 days each, and so that's how we get our full school year. I have also already mapped out any vacation times we are doing, our Christmas break, a spring break time. So for me, I like to do it this way. I don't like to block out, like 6 weeks at a time or 4 weeks at a time. I just like to do the whole school year in one time. And then I also make any copies that we will need for the school year, and I individually put them into folders. So I have folders marked from week 1 to week 39, and so any papers or copies or anything we'll use for week 1 goes into the week 1 folder, and so on, and I file those away in my office. So every start of the new school week, I just pull out the next folder and everything is ready to go. So let's get to what my 3rd grader is going to be doing. So our first subject I will start with is Bible. Last school year, we started using Right Now Media for their devotional time. Right Now Media, if you can kind of think of it as a Christian Netflix. You're going to find just a lot of devotionals. Some of them go along with books, some popular Christian devotional books that you can read alongside, like the leader will teach the book. There is just so many different things that you can do on Right Now Media, and so for this year my kids are going to have just a little more of a free range. Last year I kind of chose stuff for them. This year we're going to have a free range of choosing different devotional topics that they are interested in through Right Now Media, and so she's going to be doing that. And then I also got her just a devotional book to use during just a quiet time. And that one is just a My Little Devotionals for girls. And it's just 365 devotionals for little ladies. And it's just enough reading for her. So it's just a short reading and then a prayer. So that is what she will be doing for Bible. The next subject is math. We are a teaching textbook family. I love teaching textbooks. My 3rd grader is my last baby, and so this will be her first year on teaching textbooks. I have in the past used Abeka from kindergarten to 2nd grade, and then they start teaching textbooks in 3rd grade. So this will be my first year. All my kids will be on teaching textbooks. I am super, super excited about it. I love teaching textbooks. We do an online large family subscription for that. I will link that below. I'll try to find an image of the 3rd grade books. I don't have that here. That is completely online. She does it on the computer, and then she will be using a notebook to work her math problems in, but we will not be buying the separate workbook that goes along with it. I have bought those in the past, but the kids end up actually not using them and just go to regular just scratch paper. And then she will also be doing math minutes, which is just a variety of different math problems every day. She gets 10 problems that she just works out. And then the last thing for math is she's going to watch 2 DVDs. These will just be some DVDs that we'll watch at the beginning of the school year, just to fill in some time with her being my youngest if I need a couple more minutes with an older one, and she's just kind of sitting there with nothing to do for a little bit. This will be a great thing to just kind of fill in that time. And so the first one is Money and Making Change. Every single one of my kids have watched this DVD, and it is just really good for money math. And then the other one is just a math facts, multiplication and division. There's 3 DVDs in this pack. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. And it goes through all of the multiplication facts from 1 to 12. For language arts, we are jumping into something very, very new. I have always done pathway reading with my kids. And so we are going to change and try something new this year. We are going to do The Good and the Beautiful. I have watched about every single review that any of you YouTube moms have made on The Good and the Beautiful, and I think that for this school year, this is going to be a good fit for us. Since this is a new curriculum, I went ahead and put her in level 2. It didn't really look like The Good and the Beautiful was level 2 with age group. It was more just kind of what their level was. And so I feel like level 2 is going to be a great fit with her. I'm actually going to be doing this level with both of my girls, and we're going to do this together. So I am super excited about this. What I really like about this is this encompasses a bunch of different subjects, and for this school year, as a family, our school year might be a little more disruptive this year than other years. We have some plans coming up this school year that we might have to have a more of a on-the-go type of curriculum that the kids can do outside of just sitting at their desk, something that we can grab and still continue in school for a couple of weeks. And so I think that this is going to be a wonderful fit. So it encompasses the subjects phonics, reading, spelling, writing, grammar and punctuation, literature, poetry and memorization, art, and geography. And so this is kind of the workbook and also teacher manual that comes with it. She has some phonics cards. If you have done all about reading or all about spelling in the past, that is one of the curriculums that we started with our boys when they were in 1st and 2nd grade, and I really did like that curriculum. This reminds me of that. It's just kind of like repetitious flashcards that they do daily. And then there is a shared reader and a personal reader that we will be working through. And since we have always done pathways, and I truly do love pathway reading, I did want her to still read the books that would go along with pathways for this school year. And so she is still just going to read for just her own reading time. We have quiet reading times in our homeschool. She's going to read through Busy Times, More Busy Times, and Climbing Higher. And we are just going to read these for fun. Now, if we were doing the pathway for our language arts, she would read a story and then have workbook questions to go along with it. We're not going to do the workbooks with it. She's just going to read the stories. I love pathway readers because the stories are just wholesome stories. They're not sarcastic. The kids are very well behaved. It's very family friendly, and so I know that the subjects that she's going to read about in these stories are going to go along with what we believe as a family. And so these are just going to be her personal readers. And then for language arts, we will also be doing grammar minutes. So it is made by the same company as our math minutes. It's the same as math minutes. It's just 10 grammar problems for her level. I will link a picture here. And so that completes kind of her language arts. And then for all the other extra stuff, she will be working on typing this school year. We are doing the Good and the Beautiful typing, so she's going to work through level 1 of that. And I did want to show you her computer. I got these stickers from Bright Star Kids, and it is really great. It makes her computer, the buttons on here, nice and big, and also color codes them to what fingers she will be using. So she has used the computer in the past, but my 3rd grader is tiny for her age, and she does have some sight problems, and so she had a really hard time finding the letters and stuff on her keyboard. So I was super excited to find this, and I think it just makes it look very kid-friendly and will hopefully allow her to learn her typing a little bit better and also be able to find the letters on her keyboard. So I will link where I got those stickers from below, but I think this is going to be a great thing for her, and that will help her with her typing. For science, we are going to just read through this Abeka exploring God's World. I'm going to be doing this also with my 4th grader. The girls are going to do this together. I'm not going to put too much emphasis on science. We did a lot of emphasis on science last school year, and so we're just going to read through it and answer questions about it and talk about the topics that we come across. So that's kind of all I have planned for science. For geography, we are going to do Road Trip USA, so we're going to be learning about the states and the capitals and fun facts about each of the states. We are using Confession of a Homeschooler's curriculum. I will link that image as well and link it below. I have done this curriculum with my boys in the past. They really enjoyed it, and I have, since doing that, have found things at like garage sales, like, you know, different things like puzzles and magazines and stuff like that that go along with the states. And so I have a lot of material to go along with this, with the Road Trip USA curriculum, so I'm excited to use that. We're going to utilize it just like I did science last year. We had science discovery boxes where the kids kind of worked through the box and chose the activities that they wanted to do. We are going to do Road Trip USA that way, where they're going to have just like the road trip box, and they will have a certain amount of time that they have to work through some of the activities and tell me what they did. And so that is what we're going to do for geography. And the last thing that we're going to do as a family on Wednesdays, we're going to call it Learn Something New Wednesday. And in the Wednesday afternoons, they are going to kind of be able to go off on their own and learn something that they have been interested in. And I'm just going to make this very open-ended. They can learn anything that they have been thinking about. It might be random, it might be really specific. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see how they grow in this area this year. So I'm going to, we'll be utilizing the library for that, the computer, probably Netflix, just all kinds of materials that we'll bring in, and then they'll just kind of, either the older kids might be writing up a paragraph telling me what they learned, whereas the younger kids might just do a talk with me one-on-one and tell me what they learned that was new. So that is what my 3rd grader is going to be doing this school year. I am such a curriculum junkie. I love making these videos. I love setting up their school year, and so I'm excited to share with you what my other kids will be doing, and I'm excited to get this school year started. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.